Hey Shannon and Dad, this is Colleen and I'm at home and I'm working on creating training videos for my work and this is what I'm going to do for a living. So I'm practicing and so who better to practice on than you guys? This is so cool. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to save an image from a Yahoo email into a folder on your desktop. Making folders is crucial, and let's not take it too seriously. A computer, it's like a filing cabinet, and your desktop is the top of the filing cabinet. You set all kinds of stuff on it. But what you want to do once in a while is open the drawer and make a folder so that way some of those things on top of the filing cabinet can go into the folder so that the desktop doesn't get so cluttered. Also, if you have 1,000 things on your desktop, it can cause for your computer to run a little bit slower because when your computer loads, it has to remember the desktop in order to load it. And so it's remembering, hey, we got these folders, hey, we got these pictures, hey, we got all these things. And that's what could cause your computer to run a little more slower than usual. So that's why you notice here, I'm not using even any wallpaper because I just don't like to make my computer run any slower than it has to. So here we are on the desktop. This is my work computer, so there's a lot of work stuff here. And this is a great thing. You click right mouse in on a PC. Of course, Shannon uses a Mac, so it's different. But we click right mouse on a blank spot on our desktop. And when we click right mouse, we get these options. We want to do new and folder. Dad always says, tell me whether it's left or right mouse, and tell me once or twice. So we're clicking on an empty spot one time, right mouse to get this option box. Going down to new, I'm going to choose folder. So it's created a folder right here on our desktop, and you can see it's highlighted. That means we get to name it. If we hit the enter key or something happens and we don't get to name it, and then it's just called new folder, which is fine. If we did it again, right mouse, new folder, and we did it again, it would be a new folder too. So that's fine too. If we want to be really organized like Carnies usually are, then we would right click on that folder, and look at that, we got a bunch of more options. Right clicking in Windows is a great feature because it gives us an opportunity to get more information about what we're clicking on. So if I click one time, right mouse, on my new folder, look at that, rename. Dad's pics of eBay things. How about of Craigslist things? And hit enter, and there you go. This folder, we really don't need it, so guess what we're going to do? We're going to click one time, left mouse on the folder, and drag it. Look at that. We can drag it all around. We're going to throw it in the trash because we don't need it. So there we go. It got Dad's folder. Dad's pictures of Craigslist things. If we double click on it, left mouse, twice click on it, we open it up and it's empty. Just like a folder would be if we created a new manila folder, wrote Dad's pics of Craigslist things on it, and stuck it in the first drawer of the filing cabinet. So now we have Dad's pics of things. So Colleen is going to go into her email. She's going to send her dad a picture. And so here's her email. And here's all these things. And Colleen's going to compose a mail and say, attach. That's what this is. This is a little paper clip. It's not like an office thing. She's going to find the picture of herself she wants to send to her dad. This is how Shannon, I'm not sure exactly what you guys were looking to do, but I think Shannon's taking pictures of things for Dad, sending them, and Dad needs to save them from email somewhere where they can find them when she ends up at his house. So this could be Shannon on her Mac email sending a picture of something to Dad as well. And I'll show you that because we can do that. Here is the thing, the pic for Dad. Okay, so we got Dad's email there. We click send. It's going to go to Dad's email. What Shannon would do is Shannon would go to me.com. This is where our Shannon's email goes. sometimes when we send her to her @mac.com account. And she's going to create an email here and say, oh, there's a paperclip again. We want to attach something. We're attaching that picture of Colleen again. We're going to send it to Dad. Wow, that's huge, huh? Look at that. I can click on it and I can actually hover around it, and these little squares show me, you know what, if I send this to Dad, he's going to say it's too big. I can't see it. So I'm going to make it smaller. See that? That's awesome. Okay, so JJCKBIL at yahoo.com. Pick again. We can see right here that the picture is attached. And it's inserting it into the body of the email. And the reason it's been doing that is because we remember a couple years ago, we couldn't see things people were sending us, or we couldn't download them because they were sending us things with weird they weren't JPEGs and they were weird file extensions. So this way it's sending us both ways. It's attaching it and it's inside the email in case we have any issues. So in Shannon's program, we're going to say send it. Great, so it is sent, and we can see it's sent by right here. Click on the sent, and there it is. It's huge. Wonderful. Excellent. So then here comes Dad. Dad's surfing at CNN.com. And he says, you know what? I'm going to check my email. So he goes to Yahoo. Isn't that great? We went to AOL to see Colleen's email. We went to Mac.com to see Shannon's email. Here we go. We're going to Yahoo.com to see Dad's email. So we're going to sign in as Johnny, JJCKBIL at yahoo.com. And I know Dad's info because I created it. And here's Dad's email. So great. So we see, hi Johnny. That's great. So we see mail 5. We click on it once, left mouse, and there's some pictures here. So we click the pic again. This is the one from Shannon, right? We can see it's who it's from because it says right there, iColleenME.com. So what's great is I sent this picture to Dad, and this thing needs to go away. What's great is I sent the picture to Dad, and here it is again. See the difference? Because this is from AOL, and the other one was from Shannon, and so it's different the way the ISP, the Internet Service Provider, which mine being AOL, Shannon's being .Mac, Dad's being Yahoo. That's really the mail provider, but they're different, so it's gonna come differently, as we've all probably noticed. So here's this picture. So let's see what happens. We right-click on it. Isn't that cool? Look at the opportunities we have. We don't have the same opportunities if we right-click over here in different places. But if we click on the picture, we see Save Image As. That's great. So we can save the image. So where do we want to put it? It's asking us here, where do you want to put it? Save image. So we could put it in my documents. We could put it in my pictures. We could put it on desktop. We could double click left mouse and put it inside Dad's pics of Craigslist things. Now we want this picture to be a JPG. That's the only confusing part, but we all know pictures are JPGs or other different file extensions. So we want to change this to say all files. And we're going to save it. And it might be different if we try it from the other email. So there's the picture, and we can see over here a message pop up that says everything's been saved. That's great. So here's Dad's email. You may qualify for a Pell Grant, Dad. So we'll go ahead and just get rid of that for Dad. Great. So here's the pic for Dad that I sent. Click on it. Cool. We can see a little thumbnail here. This is called a thumbnail. It's just a little sample of it. We can download it. We can view slideshow. We can click on it. Let's see what happens if we click on it. Slideshow comes up. This is great. There's the picture. Here's our options. We're just holding our mouse and hovering over these little icons to see what they give us as options. We're not clicking on anything. If we wanted to exit and says, oh, that's a great picture, Colleen, love it. Click the X and it takes us back to the email. And you notice there aren't too many options with what to do. I mean, we can click on the picture like Dad. You're always like, it's too big, it's too small. Maybe we'll send them small like this. And then you can just click on them once, left mouse, and the picture comes up and you can say, wow, this is great. And then you can exit it. And then you just hit reply right up here and say, that's a great photo. If you want to save it because it's something you're going to post on Craigslist or because you wanted to save it for a while, what would be so great is you could minimize this. This is getting fancy now. Right click in an empty area of your desktop. Click new. Choose folder. No, I better not put that. I have a folder for everyone in my family. So go back to the email. We download it. It scanned it for virus. It says good. Colleen's healthy. Download the darn thing. It says it's called me.jpg. Do you want to open it or do you want to save it? We want to save it. Matter of fact, we want to do this automatically. Don't be afraid of the computer. Just read what's on the screen, Dad. You know, it's not any smarter than anyone else. So it says, you have chosen to open me.jpg, which is the picture. You have what should Firefox, which is my browser, do with this file. We're going to save it. We're going to do this automatically from now on, which is my computer, not yours, Dad. So if you wanted yours automatically, you would check that. Click OK. And it's downloaded. Where it's downloaded is where I said I wanted all my downloads to go from my web browser. It's a setting that I set up a long time ago. So here it is. It's on our desktop now. I'm going to left mouse click one time. Left mouse click and hold on to it. See, isn't that cool? I'm going to throw it in that folder that says Colleen. So it's gone now, but it's in here. Oh, ain't she cute? Great. Same one is over here. Dad says, you know what? I don't need both of these pictures of Colleen in these two folders. I'm getting rid of this one. You click one time left mouse on it on your keyboard. There's a bunch of buttons in the upper right hand corner. One of them says delete on it pretty predominantly. Hit the delete key. You sure you want to delete? Yes. And that's it. So that's a basic overview of what I'm trying to practice on. I hope I helped. Let me know what else you want to learn. And I know that was probably very cool. Love you guys. Bye.